I think he said Whiteman Park is a hoot. Come to EnviroFest 2024. Learn about Whiteman Park's birds and discover ways to improve your sustainability with hands-on workshops and demonstrations. Plus, there'll be market stalls, food trucks and heaps of kids' activities. EnviroFest 2024 at Whiteman Park on March 23 from 10 till 3. You'd be wise to go to whitemanpark.com.au.
Wake up.
Get ready.
Get to the right morning every day.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jody and Hayesy on Nova.
Morning, friends. Welcome to the podcast. So, it turns out I work with a bunch of vultures.
No, wow.
I went straight for my eyeballs, you guys did.
And pecked them out with our little beaks.
You did. You lured me in with all things bright and shiny. You promised me silk and honey, and then you pecked my eyes out.
I think the key takeaway here is sometimes conversations that have to be had with people who owe you money are too awkward to have off air. So when you have them on air, there can be no physical repercussions.
Right. Okay. I thought it was just a bit of a fun segment for us to rip into people who owe people money. It turns out it's about me. Do you know what? You stole from me. You stole my youth.
I stole the best years of your life making you come on this show.
You stole my soul.
It tastes good, though. You owe someone money?
Oh, you're going to talk about our boy Bruno Mars, aren't you?
Yeah.
Today I swear I'm not doing anything, nothing at all.
Well, maybe, Bruno, you should pay back some of your debts.
Yeah, that's what he's not doing, is paying back money, allegedly. So MGM has been forced to deny a viral report claiming Bruno Mars has a serious casino debt. When I say serious, we're talking $50 million.
$50 million? Bruno's just in the background. Today I'm not doing anything.
So it was an anonymous report and it claimed that Bruno Mars owed the resort company millions of dollars in gambling debts accumulated at the company's Las Vegas casinos, telling Forbes no such debt actually exists. So I've got a few question marks over this one. He performed residencies since 2016 and he's raked in tens of millions of dollars. Now, you can't get off stage and take that tens of millions and just walk straight in to Dolphin Treasure and whack it in the pokies and lose all that money, can you?
Why can't you?
You can.
You can if you have a red hot crack.
Yeah, that's true. And his 24K Magic World Tour grossed more than $300 million back in the day.
And he just threw it into the slots.
Yep.
He was like, I've got an idea. I'm going to try and triple it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if this story is true or not, but it has prompted us to think about people who owe you money.
Oh, they're annoying, aren't they? Mm-hmm. They're
annoying.
so annoying when you know someone owes you money. And they know that they owe you money as well.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
And then
What do you mean?
you don't quite know what to say about it until it comes up on air.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
And then you might need to remind someone that perhaps they owe you $40 for an Isaac Humphries ticket on the weekend.
This is an intervention, isn't it?
That you didn't actually turn up
I
to.
said, I'll give you some money. You said, don't worry about it. Now you say you owe me the money.
Yeah, because I was being an absolute martyr. Of course I'm going to say don't worry about it. I still want you to pay me back.
Yeah. It's like, I'm fine. She's not fine.
I'm not fine.
Give her the
Don't
money.
you speak women?
What do you mean? Yeah, exactly. Why am I so confused here?
Yeah. When I say to you, don't worry about paying me back, of course I mean pay me
I
back.
think originally as well, you said, I've bought you Isaac Humphries tickets. And I said, well, at what stage did I say that I definitely wanted to come? And now you're like, well, you didn't come. Now you owe me $40.
Okay, do not reframe the narrative here. I did a
going
nice
on
thing for
here?
you and I brought you a ticket to see Isaac Humphries and then you didn't rock up on the night. So-
I'll add to the tab while we're here.
Good.
Yeah. Andrew, first round's on you. I'll get the next one.
Yeah.
You do owe me a beer, Andrew. I bought you a
come
beer.
on.
You did
Don't you
actually-
sad trombone me. The Fringe Fiesta that we had last week.
Yes.
I said, I'll get you guys, I'll get a drink. And you went, hey, next one on me. There was no next one.
Yeah.
You're making out like I'm some kind of outrageous tight ass.
Yeah.
That's not true.
No,
Okay,
isn't it?
my car got declined only 3 times. And it turned out that there was an issue with the actual card itself.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm pretty sure I paid back my debts, as camera guy Josh charges in as well because he's the one in charge of coffees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's going on here? This is a proper intervention.
Actually, you
little
know
Vicey.
that time we all chipped in and brought you a birthday present to go and stay at the Adelaide Oval Hotel?
Yes, very generous present.
Yeah, and I gave everyone my bank account details and said, please deposit the money so Zoe can have a lovely night out.
Don't tell me.
I'm not entirely sure that money...
I did.
Did you?
Did I?
You're that guy.
Oh, but it's not. I don't know what I'm doing, though.
I didn't mean it.
Is there any solace in the fact that I don't actually know that I owe people money? I'm not sitting here knowing that I owe money.
No, but I think that's even worse, that you plead ignorant and you play dumb.
I was ready to
He's
pile
not even
on.
playing dumb, Zoe.
There's no, I'll give you that. There is nothing worse than people that know they owe money.
Yeah, that's true.
Call them out.
We just write off your debts because we know that you just
Poor Andrew.
just don't think about
Poor
it.
Andrew.
Like,
Move on.
There's small cuts as well.
Yeah.
When you got a mate that you know owes you $400 or $500, say for example, and then you see that they've just like booked a holiday to Bali or
Oh
something, you're like,
my God. That is the worst, I reckon, people who plead poor and then you jump on their Instagram and they're like, I'm holidaying in Canada. Here's me in a bikini under a waterfall. And you go, don't you, what?
yeah. Then you're like, I'm close to turning up to your house with a trolley pole. Too far?
What's a troll?
What's a trolley pole?
A trolley pole?
Yeah.
It's the pole. But you know when you push the trolley?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get rid of that thing, it's
No,
a
I
trolley
don't.
pole. That's what kids back in the day used to use as a weapon. Hey, stop trying to turn things out on me.
Oh, well, no one's trying anything.
I
You're
never had a
doing it
trolley pole, by the way.
yourself. Oh, please, let's do this. 13, 24, 10. Does Andrew Hayes owe you money?
I'm not that guy.
13, 24, 10. Does someone owe you money? This
Call
is your
them out.
chance to get your money back. Make a public plea and say, well, you don't have to name the person, but just say,
Please don't, probably, legally.
Yeah,
I'd say.
okay. Or do you know that you owe someone money? Worse still, and you're just holding out and refusing to pay it.
Yeah, take us through those situations where the person's either avoided, how they avoid it, or how you avoid it as well.
Yes,
'Cause
absolutely.
there's tricks to it, isn't there?
Hey, Trace.
Hey, how you going, guys?
Good. Does someone owe you money?
Yes, they do. I would love to name them, but I will not. So I got a whole sob story, trying to get my life back on track. I need to borrow some money to put groceries on the table for my kids, so I kind of felt sorry for them. My husband and I lent money and never got it back.
Oh, that's a tough... what's it worth, by the way, Tracy? What are we talking?
Well, it was $300, and then, my husband kind of got stuck into this person a little bit and, started paying dribs and drabs back, but now it's like $280, so we've just kind of ridden it off and just lesson learnt. Won't help anyone.
What was it for, Trace?
It was a sob story for groceries, really, she was trying to get her life back together and it was just all a lie.
What about the awkward conversation, Tracy, that your husband probably had to go through? I don't think anyone's comfortable, where even though you should be allowed to, when you're trying to ask for money back. What was that like for your husband?
Oh, he just, my husband just really doesn't give a hoot,
Right.
and he'll say it how it is,
Yeah, right. Okay. Oh,
and it was kind of like Hayesy, if you don't give me the money back,
Trolley
look
pole.
for that pole.
I had a couple of spare trolley poles from back in the day. that you can
stop
borrow if you want,
it.
Trace.
Oh, my God. Let's not encourage that. Thank you, Trace. Appreciate you. You are in the running for first class and 50K. Let's go to Damien. Hey, Damien, do you owe money or someone owes you?
Hey guys, no, it's actually my son. He owes me for a speeding fine.
Oh, dear. How much?
He's written it off, hasn't he?
About $500, but it's funny because my wife and I had a bet when he first got his license, and I bet $100 that he'd never get a speeding ticket.
Yeah.
He drives like an old nana.
Yeah.
And I asked him about how his bank account was looking, and he's like, yeah, not too good, Dad. I've got none left in it. I need to borrow some money off you. I've got a speeding fine.
Oh,
yeah,
my
it comes around.
gosh.
So you can imagine what my wife was like when I told her about it. I think that was worse than the actual bit with my son.
So this is a double whammy for you because you've paid his speeding fine and you've had to give your wife $100 as well.
Yeah, spot on.
Oh, Damien, bless you. Do you think you'll ever see a cent of that money ever again?
Oh, I'll make sure I do. Don't you worry about that.
I'm telling you, the trolley poles are still out there.
Oh, stop it.
They're out there sometimes. You just got to go a bit old school.
I think he said Whiteman Park is a hoot. Come to EnviroFest 2024. Learn about Whiteman Park's birds and discover ways to improve your sustainability with hands-on workshops and demonstrations. Plus, there'll be market stalls, food trucks and heaps of kids' activities. EnviroFest 2024 at Whiteman Park on March 23 from 10 till 3. You'd be wise to go to whitemanpark.com.au.
Here's what you're waking up to, Adelaide.
In the news today.
Breaking news.
What's in the news today?
Your post-snooze news.
Our girl, newsreader Abby, still on the sick list this week. She's not doing overly well, bless her heart. So let's proceed with the post-news news the best way we know how without her.
Oh, I mean, she is the absolute doyen in this space.
Yeah.
So she leads us fearlessly and courageous. And not just in post-snooze news, but also the Monday morning joke-off. So she's a double threat. But, yeah, we wish her all the best. She'll be back soon, don't we?
Yeah, hopefully she's back by Monday. Hey, Jackie Lambie has issued a challenge to AFL Chief Executive Andrew Dillon in a pretty explosive appearance on the project this week. So she shared her thoughts on the new AFL team in Tassie following the unveiling of the new team name, the Devils. So she's a supporter of the team, not so much the stadium, which is going to cost the Tasmanian government $375 million for a 23,000-seat stadium. Here is what the unofficial Lord Mayoress of Tasmania had to say.
Nobody else, no other state in Tasmania and in Australia has ever been asked to supply a stadium with a roof over it. I mean, this is just absolutely astonishing. If Andrew Dillon wants a touch of what it's like in Tasmania, hey, mate, I'll put you up for a few weeks. Come and have a look in my backyard in Burnie on the northwest coast, and then you might get a bloody reality check, mate, because we can't afford it in Tasmania. And that's it, end of story.
Andrew Dillon has responded. He said, thanks, but no thanks. Appreciate the offer of hospitality.
Oh, man. And if you don't think that's the way people from Burnie, Tasmania talk, then you are kidding yourself.
See, there you go. And is that what it's like? Is that a true
100%,
reflection?
100%.
Of the Burnians?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a little town. It's up in the north, I think. Never eat soggy Weet-Bix. Northwest of Tasmania.
Yeah.
And, it's a small town.
Wow.
I used to travel there when I did Jump Rope for Heart when we toured.
That was your thing, wasn't it?
The little map of Tasmania.
Jump rope for heart was your absolute thing.
Yeah, it was.
Why
We
did Jump
appeared
Rope for
on-
Heart
excuse-
resonate so well in Tasmania?
Excuse me, don't you put it down. We were on Win Television on the Saturday morning show, thank you.
Really?
Yeah, we filmed a little piece.
Yeah. Couldn't make it to Impaja TV though, could you? The next step up. Well, there you go. Them fighting words from Jackie Lambie.
Yes.
Newsy.
Let's see what Andrew Dillon's got in response to that.
Yeah.
What about what is turning into a bit of a debacle when it turns out for Brisbane's preparation for the Olympics?
Yeah, right. What's
This
happened?
is outrageous.
What's happened?
So Queensland's cabinet discussed the cost of backing out as hosts of the Olympic Games 2032 as recently as Monday. So advice was sought by the government about the cost of potentially cancelling the Brisbane Games.
Wow.
And now they're starting to analyse some of the sections that are being constructed and the plans and everything. Are saying, look, it's actually not good enough. The athletic stadium, right now as it stands, will be something like the bottom end of the 50 biggest athletic stadiums that there's going to be. It's going to be horrible.
Right.
So all the former athletes are going to come out and say, look, what's going to happen is we're going to be on the world stage and this particular stadium is going to be disgusting. Brisbane is making a meal of it.
Right.
Do you know who would absolutely nail it?
Oh,
Peter
I
Malinauskas.
think we all know.
Mally would bring the Olympics here and we'd kill it.
Yeah, we would.
Cancel Brisbane.
But
Get out.
Can you remember the absolute prestige of winning the Olympics? And now we're like, oh, I don't know if we want it anymore.
Well, no one wanted the Com Games.
Yeah, that's true.
And now there's talk of Brisbane backing out of the Olympic Games.
Oh, my God.
What games do we want?
I don't know.
Oh, it's all fun and games until you got to pay for it. Am I right?
So true.
There you go. I'm telling you, Olympics next, and then long after that, Malinauskas is going to bring the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
and we're going to be happy.
You hang in there, because I reckon that might happen
You reckon it
one
will?
day. Yep.
Very good.
Yep. Guy Sebastian's brother is going to perform at halftime.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be huge.
That's going to be a huge step up. Finally, some decent talent at the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
We've been screaming for that for years.
Yes.
6:10. Jodes, can you drop the first question for the 6:15 vending machine quiz next?
We can do it in just a moment.
You feeling lucky?
Oh, I am today.
Okay, because it's Thursday.
Oh, the vending machines never look schmicker.
Oh my gosh, very, very sharp indeed. Top of 25 degrees across Adelaide. Let's play the quiz next. Great news, Judge.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Yeah, that's right. The humble poke is back on Facebook. Welcome back, old friend.
Oh, we missed you, darling.
Where have you been? And when I say welcome back, here's the thing. It never really left. Meta said it made a design tweak at the start of 24 that made the poke button slightly more visible.
Okay.
So it was just hiding. It was just dormant for all those years.
It was there the whole time?
It was there the whole time. The new design would surface the button alongside any name that a user searched that encouraged people to actually use the button. So it was just trickier to get to over these sort of past sort of few years.
I have so many questions about the poke.
Go for it, because I am a bit of a poking expert from back then. I'm a bit of a poke connoisseur, if you will.
All right, then. I hate to ask.
A poker-sir.
I'm very reticent to ask this, but what did you want to achieve when you poked someone? I'm presuming a female.
Yes. Purely, although if you did poke your mates, it was a bit of a fun thing.
Oh, right.
Like, oh, yeah, my buddy just poked me. Poke him back.
And then what?
It was certainly grounds for initiation of let's take this relationship to the next level and start a family. Obviously, it was the best way that we knew online of how to instantly flirt. What I love as well, Joe, is that Meta said over 50% of new pokes were made by users aged 18 to 29. So these Gen Zers and young millennials were probably too young to be on Facebook during the poke's original heyday.
Yeah, right.
So what's old is new again.
Okay. It's like, there's so many things that Gen Z think they invented. You didn't, guys.
Yeah, remember when they invented Paul McCartney?
Yeah.
Because he teamed up with Rihanna for that song. They're like, oh, this guy, hey, better late than never for this bloke. Producer Zoe, are you a Gen Zer?
I am,
I
think, yeah.
But so these days, take us through it. What's the best way to flirt with someone online?
These days?
Yeah.
No idea. But for me, I was on Facebook, but I was an MSN kid.
Right.
So for me, the flirt was, hey with two Y's.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
And you knew that was a tone shut up.
Absolutely.
Hey.
If a boy messaged me, hey with two Y's, done.
Yeah.
Done. Heart on.
Yeah.
Family on. Etc. But
did you notice how she stroked her hair when she said hey?
Yeah.
She went, hey.
Hey, and she bit a lip as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She lowered her eyelids.
Shaking her
naked.
hips. Yeah.
I'll take you ladies through the top 3 best ways to connect with another companion from back in the day. Of course, obviously the poke comes at number 3 because straight away it's an instant connection when you get a poke back. Second is just throw it. Oi.
What?
Is in OI?
Yeah.
Wait, over text or in person?
No. This is over social
Facebook.
media.
Yeah.
Oi.
I'm not saying any of these actually worked, by the way.
Oh my God. Okay, Shakespeare. Another one.
And the number one was liking about 50 or 60 photos at once.
Oh no.
No. Then you get a notification saying Andrew Hayes is just like 60 of your photos. Now, if that doesn't tell you my intentions, then I am not doing my job properly.
The worst thing is 58 of those photos were terrible.
I was liking photos you weren't even in.
You're liking photos of people's mum. What?
Anyway, 70 photos I took to lock down Cara.
Did it?
70 photos.
70?
Yeah. Her, all her friends.
Yeah.
Her mum, her dad, everyone.
Her grandma, aunties, uncles, and she was in.
Let's get ready to rumble. Ladies and gentlemen, Battle of the Bangers.
Yeah, this little thing, which has now become a bit of an institution, Battle of the Bangers, is an opportunity for us to speak on behalf of you to help you set up your weekend the right way. Just setting up a song that makes you go, do you know what? Let's go get that weekend.
Yeah.
Let's grab it by the you-know-what, give it a nice big kiss on the forehead and just go bang. You know what I mean?
And we have a theme each and every week, and this week's theme was I Miss You.
Yeah.
And it is so because we miss our newsreader Abby. Not that newsreader Kerry isn't doing a magnificent job.
Sensational job.
A beautiful job. However,
no offence taken.
Okay. Don't maybe turn off your headphones for this little bit.
I'll
just us saying
go
how
make
much,
a cuppa.
how much we
Shall
miss
I?
Abby.
Point taken, guys.
So in homage to our newsreader Abby, who makes a wonderful contribution to our show, I Miss You is the theme.
Okay. Can you kick us off? Because what you like to do now that we're themed each and every week is I feel like you try and get a little bit too clever.
Do you?
Yeah.
Think
Are you
so?
going down the same sort of route this week?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you read into this what you will. But the theme is Miss You, and that just made me think Miss Missy Higgins.
Oh, you're trying to be clever.
Doesn't that sound familiar? Doesn't that hit so close to home?
Because remember a few weeks ago, the theme was fringe.
Yeah.
And you went down the theme of a genuine fringe on someone's head. So you selected Sia.
Yeah.
And it won.
Yeah.
So now you think you're onto a good thing, don't you?
I sure do.
Okay.
One of the greatest songs of all time, Scar.
Scar, Missy Higgins.
Yes.
All right.
What you got? Did you take it quite literally?
Well, I took it quite literally, and I sort of tapped in. I gave a phone call to Newsreader Abby, and because it's about Newsreader Abby, I said, what song would get you over the line, help you recover from your sickness quicker? And she said, Blink 182, I Miss You. What I will say is I just completely made all of that up.
Yes.
But I could trust that Newsreader Abby would like this song.
Yeah.
I just sort of feel like she'd connect with it because she likes good tunes.
Do you want to hear a bit of background to our song selection this week?
Sure.
So I rang to deliver my song as we do. It's like the system with the Brownlow votes where it gets delivered in an armour guard truck, right?
Yeah. Are you the corrupt umpire?
No, I called and I was like, I've got a song in my mind, but I have a strong suspicion Hayesy's already got it. I said, has he gone I Miss You by Blink 182?
Oh,
100%.
my gosh.
100%.
So what you're saying is...
I wanted this song.
Missy Higgins was your second selection?
Well, you forced me to get a little bit creative.
You want this song?
I wanted it.
So either vote for my song or if you want to help Jodie out, vote for my song. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I went to Plan B and Plan B is better than Plan A, so shut up.
Okay. There you go. Well, you kind of need this as well because it's a little bit tight at the moment. It's 5-4 in favour of me.
Yep.
Here's your options. You've got Scar by Missy Higgins or you've got I Miss You by Blink 182.
Which way are you going to go, peeps?
Ooh, get voting at Jodie and Hayesy on Instagram. Winning song tomorrow morning at 8.
Let's talk supermarkets and more specifically supermarkets and their ability to put misleading tags on all their products. So there's a bit of a crackdown at the moment just on supermarkets doing just that, putting misleading signs saying this is 30% off, this is 15% off. Actually, it's not.
Yeah, one of the big things that they're doing and they're getting investigated for is actually for raising the price and then a week later going, oh, prices are down. It's come down from $10.50 to $9.50. And it's like, yeah, but it was $9.50. You raised it to $10.50 and now it's back to $9.50.
Yeah.
So that's one of the big issues that they've got at the moment.
Yeah, okay. And then, so you've had first-hand experience of this, please?
Yeah, I'm passionate about this one. Every single week.
It's a passion piece.
Every single week I buy my veggie sausages.
Oh, God.
And they...
All right.
Sorry.
Okay.
Can I just say something?
Oh.
Gross.
No, they're good these days. That's a whole other thing. Anyway, every week from my big supermarket, I buy my veggie sausages. They're $7.50. They have been for the last 2.5 years. Recently, big yellow flappy thing, 30% off. And it's 30% off, $7.50. No, they always are. You're lying straight to my face.
So that's exactly what they've done.
That is exactly.
Well, I had a first-hand experience of price gouging last night. I won't say where I went because I actually do love this place. But anyway, I went to the butcher. I was doing there's a bit of a side note, a delicious Chipotle chicken burrito bowl last night.
It actually does sound
It
delicious.
was really, really good. Anyway.
Better than those disgusting frittatas that you bring in.
Okay, at least I'm not doing vegetarian sausages.
True.
And so I had to get a kilo of chicken thighs for the recipe because I've got a big family. And so I went to the butcher and I saw the sign and it said 1 kilo chicken thighs, $19.99, and then it says 6 pieces, right? So they work on the assumption that around 6 pieces is $19.99. So I get my chicken thighs. Don't all glaze over. There's a point to this story. I get to the end and he hands me the pack and it was like $28. And that
doesn't add up.
Because I'm an idiot and, in my head I'm like, cost of living, what the hell? Anyway, I paid it. And then I said, I'm sorry, am I losing my mind? Because that sign says a kilo, $19.99. And he goes, yeah, they're big pieces. I went, all right. So he's working on his 6 pieces with the kilo theory. And I thought, okay, I'll throw him a bone this time. And I just walked out and I got home. I was like, let's just check out how big these chicken thighs are. So I pull them out of the packet. And then I start counting. He's given me 8.
Oh, my God. Why, Jones?
I'm the managing of it all. I told you it was a good story.
We're going back in time. Hazy's on this daisy. In time.
Thursday edition of On This Daisy, where we get you just to tilt your head back and take your medicine via a teaspoon. And you're like, what even is this medicine? I'll tell you what it is. It's knowledge.
You know, my kids always go, when you have to have medicine, what does it taste like? Don't ask.
Don't worry
tell
about
me. I'm just going to eat. I'm just going to drink it.
Don't worry about it. Just know that it's good for you.
Yep.
Let's go back 21st of March 1987. The Bold and the Beautiful debuted on US television. Long live Ridge.
What a magnificent show. One of the greatest love triangles of all time.
Yeah.
Ridge, Brooke, and Taylor.
Okay.
Oh, God, did that go on for years and years.
Now, I don't want to embarrass you, but you have interviewed Ridge.
I have interviewed Ridge. He came to Adelaide. He came to the Royal Show for Channel 10.
Oh, of course he did. What, in the milk off?
He wasn't in the milk off. He was in the Channel 10 Pavilion, and I did an interview with him, and he was lovely. And then he subsequently quit the show because he wanted too much money. So they just went, oh, you know what? We'll just go get a new Ridge, whatevs.
He got replaced. There was a new Ridge.
There's a new Ridge.
Oh, wow. That's the biggest triangle of all time.
Isn't it?
Who saw that coming?
Incredible.
2003, Delta Goodrem released her debut album, Innocent Eyes, in Australia. The album produced 5 number-1 hit singles. Yeah, it did. Because I was born to try. What an absolute institution that album was. And Delta Goodrem, bless her, as good as it gets.
Yeah, good old Central's girl, isn't she? Support her.
Yeah, we claim her.
Yeah.
We claim her. Yeah, she's a good doggies girl. 2006, first tweet was sent via Twitter. It was sent at 3:50 p.m. by co-founder Jack Dorsey. He wrote, just setting up my Twitter.
That's what he wrote. And then everyone jumped on and said, universally, can we all agree to be really nice on Twitter? And everyone agreed, and, you know, happily ever after.
He's saying sometimes there's some aggressive feedback on Twitter.
Do you think?
Oh, wow. I've never seen that at all.
Normally for Barry, who's in his basement with his pants around his ankles, eating cheesels.
I've never seen any aggressive feedback on Twitter. Oh, that's right. I worked with Kane Corns for 4 years. Number 1 song on March 21st for 2014 was All of Me by John Legend. Boy, oh boy, this guy was given some pipes.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. You've got my head spinning.
I think he said Whiteman Park is a hoot. Come to EnviroFest 2024. Learn about Whiteman Park's birds and discover ways to improve your sustainability with hands-on workshops and demonstrations. Plus, there'll be market stalls, food trucks and heaps of kids' activities. EnviroFest 2024 at Whiteman Park on March 23 from 10 till 3. You'd be wise to go to whitemanpark.com.au.